Is watching me here now really the most rewarding, exciting thing that you could find to do?
Let's have some fun. Sexy people all around the world. Let's have some fun.
The next wave of Italians has come to America, and they've come to party. The Italian-designed Fiat 500.
Let's have some fun.
A naked woman in Santa Ana was freed by firefighters after she became stuck between two buildings. Workers at a nearby business heard her screaming for help. It took firefighters more than 2 hours to get her out. Now, the woman was said to be alert and talking with her rescuers after she was freed. At this point, we still don't know how she became stuck.
A flight from hell. A quick 60-minute trip from Las Vegas to Stockton turns into a 17-hour ordeal.
Still reeling from this nightmare trip, Laura.
Yeah, imagine walking into Stockton Metropolitan Airport. You're taking a flight to Vegas. You have a great time, and your flight back lasts 17 hours. Sounds like a nightmare, right? But for one group of passengers, it was a painful reality. For passengers on Allegiant Airlines Flight 161, an hour-long flight turned into a 17-hour journey.
It was horrible.
Flying from Vegas to Stockton, scheduled to arrive at Stockton Metropolitan Airport on Monday night at 9:30. They got in on Tuesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Here's what happened.
The pilot comes on and says that the control tower is closed.
The pilot can't get a hold of anybody on the ground in Stockton.
They can't land without a weather report.
So the flight heads back to Vegas.
He comes back on again and says there's a thunderstorm in Vegas and there's zero visibility.
And what's worse?
They were concerned about gas, so we had to go to the closest airport.
Roughly 175 passengers were dropped off at LAX, eventually allowed to get off the plane.
We have to go into a holding room.
Jade Watts says they weren't allowed to leave this holding room, and to make matters worse,
there's no restroom in this holding room.
Finally, their flight was rescheduled for Tuesday. Passengers were given $250 ticket vouchers and left to fend for themselves.
We had to find transportation. We had to find our own hotel rooms. There was people sleeping in the airport.
According to Allegiant Airlines, a visibility sensor that's a part of the airport's weather reporting system and okays planes to land went out, and the Stockton control tower was closed, forcing the pilot to keep the plane in the air.
You never hear of a control tower being closed. I just didn't understand why that the area is not manned by an actual person.
And we did reach out to Stockton Metropolitan Airport to ask them that same question, why their control tower is unmanned after a certain time and why they rely on an automated system to help planes land. Is that normal? And if it is it safe? We haven't heard back.
Yeah, what a mess.
When I helped design my line of AMF Roadmaster wheels, I said make them red, white, and blue to bear my name, Evel Knievel. You can see they're built solid, flashy, and hip, and the bikes come with these safety tips that bear my name, Evel Knievel. So if your kids are thrilled, I know just how they feel. These wheels are real exciting and bear my name, Evel Knievel.
Well, Brooke Shields is going to college. Did you read that? Brooke Shields is going to be one of 1,100 freshmen at Princeton University. She will graduate, I guess, in 1987. And I understand she's going to study high tech, so she'll always be able to get a job. I don't think she's going to have the greatest social life in college. Look, nothing, don't, wait a minute, Freddie, come here. Wait a minute, come on. Come here. Come on, just because it goes into the dumper, you don't go. You see that? Turns it back on me. It's for your own good. He disavowed himself from the show right off. Wait a minute. One joke, he headed for the chair. Anyway, what I started to say was, no, I think she's going to have a rotten social life. Dating Brooke Shields in college has got to be difficult. It's not going to be easy to get Brooke Shields and her mother in the backseat of a Volkswagen. Hey. Sure, now you come back. Right.
It's finally here. NBC premiere Thursday.
I'm blown away! You're blown!
Starting with a friend's moment you've been waiting for.
Oh my God.
Will Ross and Rachel get together?
Rich!
Can't tell ya. Then Jonathan Silverman's The Single Guy. Must-see TV. And you won't believe the big news on the premiere of Seinfeld.
This is like Pearl Harbor or the Kennedy assassination. God! Ow!
Then Leah Thompson is Caroline in the City. And the wait is over. The premiere of ER.
Now that's must-see TV.
Premiere Thursday on NBC.
Is watching me here now really the most rewarding, exciting thing that you could find to do? Why not take a walk, listen to some music, read a book, do your own thing?
America's #1 comedy, Friends, is this year's People's Choice winner for favorite comedy.
I feel so free and so graceful.
And it's the all-new Jessie, 10 years in the making, the big high school reunion.
I want to show him off.
Yeah, I'm a piece of meat. I want to be a piece of meat.
All-new comedy, NBC Thursday.
It never works under pressure. The best parties are never planned.
Oh, this is one of my dad's favorite jokes.
It is?
So a guy walks in with a pig under his arm. You want to tell it?
and I forget the next part.
So a guy walks in with a pig under his arm, looks at his wife and says, "This is the pig I was telling you about." The wife looks at him and says,
no, you didn't.
Oh.
He walks in the house with a pig under his arm, and he says, "This is the pig I was telling you about." And geez, no, I forgot it.
And his wife said, "Oh, no. It was a duck under his arm. It was, shoot, we ruined it. But there's a duck under his arm." And he goes, "This is the pig I was telling you about." And the wife goes, "It's a duck."
It's not a pig, that's a duck.
And
he says, "I was talking to the duck."
我真的特别喜欢你，下次。
I don't like this. I don't want.
你听我说，真的，你想要什么都可以给你，车我已经买了，你想要什么？你想要任何东西我都可以买给你，你嫁给我行不行？
不想要，太王不可。
哎
I don't like this. Don't
真的
do this. Sorry. I don't want. I'm so sorry.
这车都给你买了呀？不是你。哎，我有钱，我想买多少辆这样的车都可以，你想要什么都可以给你，你嫁给我，真的。哎，你别走，你嫁给我啊！
有钱了不起。
哎！哦。好，哎，行，打车去。干嘛？妈老子咋了？怎么了？哎，算什么东西啊！
别拍了，拍什么？
我去！哇！老子他妈咋了？
别拍了，裁判。
Bag of, this village in the cemetery was 70 years ago. You could turn your top out at Goostrey, here. I was born here. And you can hit it all the way to Goostrey School and never meet a car.
This has been brought to you by an Abused Terry production 2021. Movie.